Okay, it's a time now for another installment of the continuing adventures of Nicholas McNabb, the cab driving crab. I will regale you first with an untrained harmonica solo. Now, it came to my attention early this morning, later developments in the continuing saga of Nicholas McNabb, the cab driving crab. Monogamy Deuteronomy had been in no mood for exchanging sip and dip Christmas presents, what flipped their hip barnyard pheasants. As he sat himself down behind his polished oak desk, and making sure not to speak out of context with the moment to hand, said to the microfilm suitcase man from High North, Arishat, Big Papa Pugnose, Rio Grandito, cream whip with a God knows all those wearing Q-tip castled party hats, and don't pay by parcel post bologna sandwich income tax. What's your take on the situation concerning these three catnip museums, the Octopus Macabre, is Reiki, and the coinage with down in those three shoreline towns of Bristol, Warren, and Barrington? Pretty soon they'll be all over the place. Well, Big Papa Pugnose, Rio Grandito, took from his slightly balding head the wide-brimmed hat worthy a note he usually wore on occasions such as these. So he and cuddle slam dunking the swank in certain voluminous ambidexterity that was particular to his personage of the moment. He replied chronomatically in coupe de ville baritone, not fit for sensitive ears. The public has an interest in viewing different varieties of catnip. It always has. It's just more out in the open these days, I suppose. When I really came here to thread the bionic needle of baritone-enabled, unbachelorizable, one if by land, two if by sea, is that King Mello, the 300-pound blob of jello from, of course, the next galaxy over, has infiltrated a few or three of our operatives, and we need to find out just which ones are ours and which ones are his. Shall we say undercover undesirables? Our door-to-door sits-back salesman, chortled, Monogamy Deuteronomy, always put through a battery of psychological and culinary training before becoming agents of the Brotherhood. And what I want to know is, has King Mello actually found a way to animatonically shrink a Steinway grand piano and a cross-eyed librarian into the nucleus of an individual atom, and take billions of these contraptions, incubate them into molecules, and create a society of jaywalking ultrabionic folk singers with them, all because we are forced the hand of the local assembly. We forced the local hand of the local assembly into making bigamy legal. I suppose catnip museums are more in step with the local folk singers of the times. than lower Manhattan coffee houses would be these days. But it is really necessary to alter a folk singer's biological makeup so they can sing folk songs to these Catnip Museum tourists with more agility. Wandered Masagami Deuteronomy out loud as one lady rode past their window in a horse and camel-driven, team-driven carriage. And we have the daily news of the continuing adventures of Nicholas McNabb, the cab-driving crab. And I hope you all have a fine day, and I will write some love songs to a woman who soon will be here. I'm awaiting on her arrival. I don't know. Who knows? I hope. We can only hope. We can only hope that the day at hand will bring us a joyous return as the day progresses. Goodbye, everybody. Everybody have a wonderful day. Peace throughout the universe, and the world, and the land, and America, and everybody else. And you take care now.